Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and Wizards is back at it again with the screwing over of Australia. So I guess there's this small to mid-sized chain or something of stores. I don't know, I'm not Australian, I'm not that familiar with it, but there are a bunch of gaming stores that all share the same name, I guess, all around Australia, and they sent out an email to people. And the announcement said, official Wizards of the Coast product delay announcement, Commander Legends Draft Booster Boxes release date changed to the 18th of December, which is 15 days from now. I mean, right in time for Christmas, but somebody should probably remind them that Australians could go on eBay right now, find somebody who's willing to do international shipping, something kind of quick like FedEx or DHL for enough money, and just buy their own product, get it there in a couple days, and then open it right now. It's not like the rest of the world didn't release it. So yeah, it goes on to say, unfortunately, due to a mandate from Wizards of the Coast, the release date of Commander Legends Draft Booster Box has been changed for all Australian retailers. Now, what I don't get about this is it specifically says Commander Legends Draft Booster Box. Does that mean that the collector's booster boxes were for sale this entire time, or did they just forget there's two products? Or I don't know, maybe somebody from Australia can fill me in on this. But I guess bare minimum, the draft booster boxes have been delayed because of a Wizards of the Coast mandate. Now here's the best thing. So they go on to say the original release date was going to be Friday, December 4th, which is of course tomorrow. The updated release date is Friday the 18th. They didn't say why. I assume it's because not every store in Australia got theirs, so it's like unfair, but like Australia's huge. Who's gonna drive that far to get it? I mean, if you're willing to go that far, you'd probably just get it internationally weeks ago. Although the additional cost would be a thing. But so is the fuel cost to drive to a completely different city that does have them. So I think this is a little much. I mean, I get it, they're trying to make it fair, but there's nothing fair about this because, well, it looks like these stores wanted to kind of throw Wizards under the bus pretty hard because the very next thing in the email is a picture of about 3 to 4 pallets of cases of booster boxes for Commander Legends, to which they captioned it, "Our stock is ready to go." The good news is because we have already received our shipment of Commander Legends Draft Booster Boxes, and while as per the Wizards of the Coast release date change, we cannot ship them out or sell them in store for the original 4th of December release date, we will be able to have the orders prepared and ready to go to ship out as soon as possible. So, hey guys, it's out of our control. Wizards said we got to delay it 2 weeks. We don't know why. We're not going to say why because they probably didn't tell us why. So, oh well, it is what it is. By the way, in a completely unrelated news story, here's our entire shipment sitting in the back of our store that you could buy right now, but Wizards of the Coast says no. But it is sitting here. We have it. It's almost like they're going to sell it under the table and hope nobody snitches, which is what I'd recommend they do. My official recommendation to every single store in Australia is f*** 'em. You're big enough that if you say, you know what, we need to make money, and so we're selling this, okay? We're losing money to people losing interest. The card's losing value, which is a huge factor for people buying it. Nobody buys something 4 weeks after it comes out. Like, we're on the verge of bankruptcy because of COVID. We're going to sell this shit. It's sitting here. We're going to sell it. Deal with it. If you don't like it, well, we're a pretty big chain of gaming stores, so we're just going to click our heels together 3 times and send all your product back to Kansas. We'll just boycott all your shit forever because we'll go bankrupt anyway if we gotta comply with your stupid delayed bullshit. Oh, maybe what, 5, 10, 20% of stores didn't get the product so it's unfair? Oh well, nuts to them, your distribution sucks, that's not news. We're selling ours because we care about us, not them. We don't care if our competition goes out of business. And if Wizards is like, fine, you're suspended, you can't sell any Wizards products for 90 days or a year or whatever, well then they're just shooting themselves in the foot because the entire game in Australia would die. I think that this is the chain of LGSs that I'm thinking of, and it's like huge. I'd verify it, but Google Maps is not cooperating. Okay, I just set my VPN to Australia, and yeah, there's like 40 of these stores. Basically, if it's a civilized location in Australia, there's one of these stores there. So if they told Wizards, you know what, we're gonna sell whatever the hell we want, screw you, we gotta make money. If you don't like it, then I guess you're not gonna sell your product in Australia because we're it. I'm pretty sure they have that weight. Okay, my internet was absolute crap. I'm coming back to America now. I mean, I would even just pull the, playing dumb if Wizards started investigating. Oh, we've got 4 different claims that you sold some of these boxes, quote unquote, early. They just fire back with, no, we don't have any record of that. What store was it? What person was it? No, we don't have a receipt for that. To which Wizards would be like, wow, they have a picture of it on their Instagram or whatever, and they said they got it at your store, and be like, well, I think they got it on eBay. Prove that they didn't. In fact, they could even say, oh yeah, that person, yeah, they don't like our store. We kicked them out for smelling bad, and now they're making up stories about us. So prove it. Prove that they bought it there. I'm sure they could get out like a credit card statement, but I mean, they could also say we're only selling these for cash, which would seem super sketch, but so would breaking the new street date. I would have just not told anybody about it, ignored it, and just say, oh, sorry, Wizards, we must not have gotten that email, or we didn't get it in time, or we didn't notify all of our stores in time to not sell it. Whoops. And even if they know you're lying, like they know that you're not bluffing if they were to tell them, don't piss us off, we're going to make the money now, because they know as well as I know that if they hold on to this until the 18th, these booster boxes will be worthless. I mean, beyond worthless. Every single time a new product comes out, people open both, they notice that they get next to nothing good from a booster box, which is usual, and then the collector's booster, everybody's pulling all this money out of it, selling the cards instantly to pay for the overpriced boxes, and then the singles market gets flooded with all the fancy showcase frames and the foils and the etched foils and whatever the hell else is in there. And then that just devalues the booster boxes to hell and back. I think, I want to say Dominaria, but I don't think it was. I think it was Eldraine. One of the two, maybe even a later one. I think 4 or 5 weeks after release, the collector's booster was still kind of an okay average price, and the booster boxes were worth $61. That was, I think, the EV, not the actual sold market price, but also it was about to be the market price because nobody was buying them. I mean, they were getting liquidated online for like, I think 70 or something. So yeah, they printed more copies of the hyper rares at a lower rarity in the collector's booster, and so the regular booster, which has regular odds of getting those ultra rare cards, and plus the draft boosters don't even have some of the special cards like the foil extended arts this time around. And so those push down the price of everything that isn't them. I mean, if you don't believe me, go look up the prices across the board of the regular foils of any mythic from Commander Legends, and you will be shocked. So if they hold these until Friday the 18th of December, they are not even going to sell them all. They will literally lose money on them. That product is so devalued as of this morning, let alone 2 weeks from now. I would just tell Wizards where they can shove it. I would even give some official corporate thing, not just we're going to ignore you, screw you, do something about it, I dare you. That's probably not that smart. I mean, I'd do it, but I'd just give them some corporate BS oh, sorry, we can't implement a change that quick. You notified us about the new release date too late. We can't shift everything and cancel our events and cancel our pre-orders. We got people driving for the pickups. You let us know too late. So we have to go with the old date. There's nothing we can do. It's out of our hands. Should have notified us sooner. And if they want to make it real fair, I would take, a dozen cases and sell them to a competing store for a very, aggressively low competitive price so that they could resell it and make a margin. If Wizards is delaying it because every other store didn't get their product. So if one set of stores can sell them and the other bunch of individual stores can't sell them because they don't have them, that isn't very fair, but that's Wizards' mistake. And that's the distributor being crooked as hell probably, which this happens in America all the time. I mean, I think they sent 8 boxes of Ultimate Masters to my friend's store, and they claimed that's all they had, and then Rudy picked up a couple hundred. Now, he did pay more per box, and that's why they sent it to him. It was basically a bribe, but they requested it, so I don't know what you would call that when it's reversed. Gee, Des, when are you going to stop mentioning that anecdote? Never. Shut up. Never. Absolutely never. I hate Rudy. He paid more per box to have the boxes rerouted away from actual stores to himself. He can go straight to hell. But yeah, gee, I wonder why the distributor in Australia, whoever it is, sent all of the boxes that they had to the biggest chain of gaming stores, and then apparently, by my estimation, didn't send any to the smaller stores. Because, I mean, what other reason would there be for them to delay the release date for 2 weeks? My only other thinking is that could be way off here, and it's a lockdown thing, but, I mean, according to the Google Maps data, every single one of these opens at 9 a.m. tomorrow, so I don't know, do they have carside delivery, drop off, contactless, throw the money through the window and we'll throw a box out at your face and bean you in the face with it? That seems like a very Australian system. Hell, that seems like a Wisconsin system. I mean, right now, DoorDash is basically like leave the stuff at your door, leave the bag of food, ring the doorbell, run 50 feet down the driveway, and then wave and yell, "Have a nice day," when the person opens the door. It's a perfect system in my opinion. So, I mean, if you have any more details about what's really going on here, what the real reason for the delay was, it almost has to be what I said. Like I said, I would just encourage them to say, pull the trigger, we're selling it anyway, screw you, Wizards. What are you going to do? We're almost the only seller of your product, so shove it. I mean, it's really that simple. Oh, the best thing is I got one more thing to add. As you may have suspected, some people online are claiming that I live in Australia, my friend lives in Australia, whatever, and they somehow already got a box somewhere from someone, probably not one of the big chain places, just another store who happened to get the product and they're not going to sit on it until the 18th, kind of selling it under the counter. But yeah, reports are coming in that some people in Australia have a booster box that they bought locally somewhere in their hands. They already opened it, like as of last week. So now you've got the other places or certain individual stores that are in this chain, I don't know, breaking street date already. So if some people are going to do it, then everybody should do it. So yeah, this is just Wizards trying to, micromanage, bully people, pressure them into doing something that harms their business while they sit there and ship secret layers internationally. It's just, why even respect Wizards at this point? Just do whatever the hell you want. If they want to kick you off, good. I mean, you don't need them. Hell, they could just go to somebody who isn't then suspended from selling stuff, tell them, hey, over order by double, and then just sell it to us. They might do it. That's how I got some of my product. I routed it through a different store. I know how distribution works. I know how everyone and everything involved is crooked, so I'm going to play that game too. So yeah, that's the disastrous situation going on there. At least I think the country isn't currently too on fire, so they got that going for them. I think it was the kangaroos lighting the fires. Oi, mate, there's some sketchy little and a lot of them smoke. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.